Let's get started with our first news. Dana White has finally broken his silence on Alex Pereira's complaints about the controversial finish in his recent fight. While Dana admitted that Pereira was caught by a few shots to the back of the head, he made it clear that moments like this are simply part of the sport. According to Dana, no referee is perfect, whether it's in MMA, the NBA, or the NFL. Mistakes and difficult situations happen in every sport, especially during fast-paced exchanges inside the octagon. Dana explained that when fighters are scrambling on the ground and throwing strikes from different angles, referees have only seconds to react. He said the official could have warned the attacking fighter about the back of the head, but that doesn't change the reality that officiating will never be flawless. Instead of focusing on the controversy, Dana believes Pereira should move forward and put his attention back on his fighting career. Despite suffering a brutal knockout loss, Pereira isn't backing away from his heavyweight ambitions. He has officially shut down rumors about returning to light heavyweight, confirming that he plans to stay at heavyweight and continue chasing a historic third UFC title. Pereira remains confident that his journey in the division is far from over. Meanwhile, the heavyweight division is also heating up with Tom Aspinall preparing for his expected rematch against Ciryl Gane. Aspinall revealed that he is finally back to full training after recovering and has officially started a 12-week fight camp. He also confirmed that negotiations with the UFC are currently underway to finalize the massive heavyweight showdown. If everything goes according to plan, fans could soon witness one of the biggest heavyweight fights of the year, as both men look to prove they deserve to stand at the very top of the division. Move on to another news. New photos of Conor's welterweight physique have just surfaced, and they reveal a noticeably bigger and stronger version of the former two-division champion ahead of his long-awaited return. According to his close friend Oscar Willis, this isn't just a temporary move to 170 pounds. Instead, Conor is reportedly planning to make welterweight his permanent home. Believing that the division now suits his body and fighting style better than ever before. Unlike his previous appearances at welterweight, this is said to be the first time Conor has gone through a proper and structured transition into the division. Rather than accepting a late replacement fight or competing at a catchweight, he has fully committed to building his body for the weight class. The added muscle and improved conditioning have caught the attention of many fans who believe he looks healthier than he has in years. Conor has also spoken confidently about how he feels physically after spending so much time away from competition. He believes the long layoff has actually benefited him instead of slowing him down. According to Conor, he feels fresher than many fighters his age and sees this as the beginning of a new chapter in his career. One where he can perform at an even higher level than most people expect. Oscar Willis also shared that Conor's physique clearly reflects someone preparing to stay at welterweight for the long term, rather than simply avoiding a lightweight weight cut. He added that it will be fascinating to see how the extra size affects Conor's punching power and overall performance inside the octagon. There has already been speculation about what could come next if Conor is successful in his return. Some have mentioned possible matchups with top contenders, while others believe the UFC could pursue an even bigger fight. For now, however, Conor appears completely focused on proving that his future belongs at 170 pounds and showing that this permanent move can extend his career at the highest level. Move on to another news. Justin Gaethje had nothing but respect for Ilya following their brutal lightweight title fight, praising the former champion for both his skill and his impact on the sport. Despite the intense battle between them, Justin made it clear that he believes Ilya remains one of the most dangerous fighters in the division and is fully capable of beating anyone else at lightweight. Justin said he sincerely wishes Ilya the best moving forward and is excited to watch what he does next. He described Ilya as an incredibly skilled athlete who brings a unique level of entertainment to every fight. According to Justin, that combination of talent and star power is what makes Ilya such a compelling champion and a major attraction for fans around the world. However, Justin also shut down any talk of an immediate rematch. He confirmed that he fully intends to keep fighting because his body feels great and he has no natural instinct to retire. At the same time, he made it clear that Ilya will not be the opponent for his next title defense. Instead, Justin is turning his attention toward another massive showdown. He revealed that he will be sitting cage-side for the highly anticipated Conor versus Max Holloway rematch at UFC 329. While Holloway knocked him out at UFC 300, Justin said he feels that victory over Ilya helped him move past that disappointment. Now his focus is locked on Conor, a fight he has wanted for years. Justin reiterated his long-standing desire to finally share the octagon with the Irish superstar, saying that the winner of the UFC 329 main event could become his next blockbuster opponent. With Conor returning at welterweight and Holloway looking to prove he still belongs among the elite, Justin sees that matchup as one of the biggest opportunities available in the sport. He also spoke about Ilya's approach to promotion, noting that the former champion brings plenty of entertainment value without needing to rely heavily on trash talk. Justin admitted that some of Ilya's similarities to Conor, including certain tattoos and promotional moments, make him laugh. But he respects the fact that Ilya can sell fights while still letting his performances inside the cage do most of the talking. For Justin, that balance between skill, confidence, and entertainment is what separates true stars from everyone else. He believes Ilya has already proven he belongs in that category and expects him to remain a major force in the lightweight division for years to come. Move on to another news. Daniel Cormier has shared some important advice for Ian Garry ahead of his highly anticipated clash with Islam. After Garry confidently predicted that he would finish Islam in the 4th round, Cormier explained why that mindset could create unnecessary pressure and potentially hurt his performance inside the octagon. According to Cormier, setting a specific round for a knockout or submission is the wrong way to approach a fight against one of the most dominant competitors in mixed martial arts. He believes that when a fighter becomes too focused on achieving a particular outcome at a particular moment, they can lose sight of what is actually happening during the contest. Instead of reacting naturally and making the right decisions, they may begin forcing opportunities that simply are not there. Cormier stressed that this kind of thinking can be misguided and could lead to a very difficult night. He explained that fighters need to stay present from the opening bell until the final second, adjusting their strategy based on what unfolds inside the cage. Trying to chase a finish in one exact round could cause a fighter to take unnecessary risks against an opponent who is more than capable of capitalizing on even the smallest mistake. At the same time, Cormier made it clear that he is not counting Ian Garry out of the fight. In fact, he acknowledged that Garry absolutely has the ability to defeat Islam if everything comes together on fight night. His message was not about doubting Garry's talent, but about encouraging him to approach the challenge with the right mentality. Cormier emphasized that when facing one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, the only thing that should matter is finding a way to win. Whether that victory comes by knockout, submission, decision, or even through a hard-fought battle over 5 rounds, the result is what people will remember. A win is a win, regardless of when or how it happens. He also pointed out that trying to prove a victory was not a fluke by predicting the exact round is unnecessary. If Garry defeats a champion of Islam's caliber, the accomplishment will speak for itself. Cormier believes the smartest strategy is to remain patient, trust the game plan, and allow opportunities to develop naturally instead of forcing them. In his view, staying composed and adapting throughout the fight will give Garry the best possible chance of pulling off one of the biggest victories of his career. Move on to another news. Kamaru Usman believes Ilya's recent defeat could become one of the most important moments of his entire career. Rather than seeing the loss as the beginning of a downfall, Usman views it as a valuable experience that could ultimately shape Ilya into an even greater fighter. In his opinion, setbacks often teach lessons that victories simply cannot. Usman explained that many people only focus on the physical and technical side of mixed martial arts, while overlooking the deeper mental and spiritual journey every elite athlete goes through. He believes every challenge inside the octagon serves a purpose, And sometimes a painful defeat is exactly what a fighter needs to unlock the next level of greatness. According to Usman, Ilya did not make a mistake by experiencing this setback. Instead, he believes Ilya went through exactly what he was supposed to experience in order to learn the lessons necessary for future success. Whether those lessons eventually lead Ilya to becoming one of the greatest fighters of all time remains to be seen, but Usman feels this chapter could be a crucial part of that journey. He went on to explain that true greatness is rarely built through an undefeated path. Instead, the biggest champions often grow after facing adversity, overcoming disappointment, and finding new motivation after experiencing defeat. Those difficult moments force athletes to evolve, improve weaknesses, and discover parts of themselves that they may never have found through constant victories alone. Usman also pointed to Justin Gaethje as another example of that process. He noted that Justin endured devastating losses throughout his career, including a lightning-fast knockout defeat and a submission loss to Khabib. At the time, those setbacks looked like major disappointments, but they ultimately became valuable learning experiences that helped shape the fighter Justin would later become. In Usman's view, every one of those painful moments contributed to Justin's development, allowing him to grow stronger both mentally and physically. Those experiences gave him the confidence, resilience, and perspective needed to produce some of the biggest performances of his career. That is exactly why Usman believes Ilya should not dwell on this defeat. Instead, he should embrace it, study it, and use it as fuel for his future. If he responds the right way, this loss could become the foundation for an even greater version of himself. Usman believes champions are not defined by avoiding failure, but by how they respond after facing it. And he expects Ilya to come back stronger, smarter, and more dangerous than ever before. Move on to another news. Daniel Cormier has revealed that a highly anticipated wrestling match with Jon Jones came much closer to happening than most fans ever realized. According to Cormier, both sides were involved in serious negotiations with an organization that was prepared to offer each fighter a 7-figure payday for a 6-minute wrestling match. Despite the massive financial incentive, Cormier claims the match never happened because Jon refused to accept the challenge. Cormier said he personally took part in the negotiations and made it clear that he was willing to compete under standard wrestling rules. He admitted that he believed he would dominate the contest, confidently predicting a 10-0 victory based on his elite wrestling background. In Cormier's opinion, Jon understood exactly how difficult that matchup would be, which is why he never agreed to step onto the mat. After the wrestling match failed to materialize, Cormier explained that another format was discussed in an effort to keep the matchup alive. This time, the idea was to hold a grappling contest instead. However, Cormier said Jon had one condition that immediately complicated the negotiations. According to Cormier, Jon insisted that the match should only allow submissions, with no points being awarded throughout the contest. Cormier was not convinced that this format made sense. He suggested using a traditional points system so there would be a clear winner if neither competitor secured a submission. In his view, that would have created a fair and competitive contest while eliminating the possibility of ending in a draw. Despite that proposal, Cormier claims Jon continued to reject the idea and remained committed to a submissions-only format. As the discussions continued, the two sides were unable to reach an agreement, and the event ultimately fell apart. Cormier believes the negotiations failed because Jon was unwilling to compete under any rules where he felt there was a real chance of losing. He argued that whenever the competition involved an area where Cormier held a significant advantage, Jon simply was not interested in moving forward. Cormier ended his comments by saying fans should stop expecting this matchup to happen because, in his opinion, Jon has no intention of accepting the challenge. Whether it is wrestling, grappling with points, or any other competitive format, Cormier believes Jon will continue to avoid the contest if he feels the odds are not in his favor. As far as Cormier is concerned, the long-discussed showdown is effectively over before it ever begins. Move on to another news. Justin Gaethje's victory celebration quickly became one of the funniest moments after his impressive win over Ilya. While fans were still celebrating the huge performance, Justin attempted a backflip inside the arena, but things did not go exactly as planned. Instead of landing it cleanly, the move ended in an awkward tumble that immediately caught everyone's attention. Fortunately, Justin walked away without any injuries, and the failed celebration quickly turned into a source of laughter among his teammates. During a later conversation, they wasted no time teasing him about the unforgettable moment. One teammate jokingly called Justin one of the luckiest athletes around, pointing out that despite everything that has happened over the past couple of years, he always seems to find a way to come out of wild situations in one piece. The group also reflected on the incredible run Justin has been on recently. They mentioned the ups and downs of his career, including memorable battles against some of the biggest names in the sport. After defeating Ilya, Justin added another massive achievement to his resume, making the awkward celebration even more entertaining because it happened immediately after one of the biggest victories of his career. As the jokes continued, one teammate laughed about Justin attempting what they humorously described as the first double backflip that somehow ended without a broken neck. Everyone burst into laughter as they replayed the moment, with another teammate describing how Justin's feet ended up flying through the air before he landed in an unusual position. They also joked that Justin somehow has a unique way of rolling off the back of his head whenever he crashes, making it look like he is secretly trained for those situations. Instead of being embarrassed, Justin appeared to take all the teasing in good spirits, laughing along with everyone else. In the end, the celebration may not have been perfect, but it gave fans another memorable moment to enjoy. Between the dominant victory over Ilya and the hilarious failed backflip, Justin once again proved that he can deliver entertainment both inside and outside the cage, giving everyone another unforgettable highlight to talk about.